Your Excellency Al-Faraz, you talk a lot about a wise energy transition, and I've heard you say this before. What does that mean?
Thank you, Edna. First of all, I would like to congratulate the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for their initiatives for the green Saudi Arabia and announced today by having a net zero by 2060. I think this is a delightful date for us in Kuwait, also being part of the Gulf Corporation Council. A success of any initiative in Saudi Arabia will have a positive reflection on Kuwait, definitely, and will be partners together with Saudi Arabians and the Gulf region for improving the energy transition process. What I meant by wise transition process is basically we have to take into consideration the statements that's already made by Saudi Arabia and by the Emirates about how the energy have to be looked at. We have to admit that we produce oil and gas, and we have to work diligently to make sure that we balance our act and make sure that we respect the transition process into a cleaner energy. Kuwait, I have to admit, Kuwait also have struggled by the effect of climate change. And that's a fact. And we've been seeing this in the last 3 or 5 years, where we have to start to see sandstorms, and we started to have a degradation in our water levels and an effect on our sand layers. And also we had an effect on droughts and quick floods. All of this culminated into and rise of temperature. We're talking about 53 and 52 degrees centigrade that we've never seen them before. So climate change is a fact, and we have to address it, and we've been addressing it since 2015 during the Paris Agreement. And we are committed to that. So the balance between the effect of climate change and how to transit into a cleaner energy process that's what I meant. And I think that defines what's energy security, defined into economical development and sustainability, and at the end, we have to work on education. And I think that's one of the elements that I look at wise transition process. We have to educate our people. The elements of education have to be put into perspective. People have to understand there is going to be a transition. So that's the encompass what I mean by wise.
Yes, and I think, yes, it is a transition, and that will take time. And I think we heard, from so many people talking about the complexities in terms of doing that. Just very, very quickly, what can we all do? What do we need to focus on right now? Your Excellency Al-Faraz.
I guess first of all, we need to make sure that we have a clear, practical policies for management of energy transition, and have to be truthful about it. Second, whatever roadmap to the climate change, it have to take into consideration the circumstances of the different nations.
Well, thank you all so much. And as you can see there's a lot that needs to be